What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about 2020, alright? And the reason why I want to talk about 2020 today is because I watched this TikTok and it kind of hit different. I'm going to play it for you guys.
Nah bro, no song can remind me of 2020. Oh really? Listen to this.
That audio is ingrained in my skull probably for the rest of my life. That audio right there, it's just so good. Who remembers back in 2020 all those TikToks is like, oh, pick which bathroom you want to take a shower in, or moments when life hits different. Those were the times. And overall 2020, that's kind of when I decided to start my YouTube channel as well. You guys might not know this. This is some GoModeDaniel lore right here. But I first started making YouTube videos all the way back in 2020. And it was on another channel. I don't have the video. I don't have the channel anymore. I decided to delete the channel. But I remember my first ever video was 2K20 My Team gameplay with the Elgato editing software and the and like a trash mic. It was like a $50 mic, man. It was terrible. it was a really bad video. It was a commentary video, you know. I was kind of describing who I was and stuff. Like who really cares, you know what I mean? But that video actually did really well. My first ever YouTube video got 150 views. I remember I was excited. I was like, what, 150 views versus video? Well, some videos on here don't even get 150 views on a daily basis, but I wish I still stuck with my first YouTube channel ever, because when I first started, my first few videos as well just did really well. And the type of content I used to post was kind of more towards 2K, towards sports content, because 2K was kind of the game I used to play back in 2020. But even then, 2020 overall, even though, yeah, it had the whole pandemic, which, you know, people lost lives, which is very unfortunate and very sad to those people. But for me personally, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I just stayed home all the time. I played all these types of games. I used to go outside, do some home workouts, you know, because we couldn't go to the gym or anything. So I did some few home workouts. The Last Dance documentary was around, you know, gaming as well, freaking streamers and content. I would say it's at its peak. 2020 was really a gold rush on the internet. If you wanted to make YouTube content, 2020 was kind of the best year to do so, because everybody at home, everybody watching YouTube and stuff. So 2020 was really just an insane year for content creation in general. And I kind of wish I went more hard in the paint. I kind of wish I, you know, kind of known what I wanted to do in my YouTube channel. I wish I would have went hard in the paint. Like, imagine my channel right now if I stuck making videos since 2020. It would be 3 years later, man. I probably would have, I don't know, more subscribers than I have now, that's for sure. But I'm not mad about it, you know. It's part of the growth, it's part of the journey, it's part of the lore of my YouTube channel, so I'm not even mad about that. But still, 2020, just the whole era, I think was pretty good, to be honest. You stayed home all day, you did what you want. I remember the schoolwork as well. I'll admit, going to back to school like late 2020, when I had to wake up at 7 a.m. just to hop on a PC, just really bad in general. Why did schools do that? Why did schools have a wake up early in our own house, just log on a computer? Why can't you just give us assignments and just have it due by this time and maybe drop a video that we could watch? Why didn't they do that? Instead, they don't care about you having fun at all. They want you to wake up at 7 and join the Microsoft Teams meeting or join the Blackboard meeting or whatever. It was really dumb. I'm not gonna lie. School, you had to take an L for that, man. My high school specifically, you had to take an L for just really doing that dumb stuff, man. Like, really? You're gonna have us wake up at 7 a.m. just to hop on a freaking PC for another 4 hours and for us to go back to bed? Like, how are we supposed to go to bed at night when we're staying home all day? We can't do no type of exercise. Like, yeah, we can go outside and go for walks and maybe runs, but that's not enough to make us tired, you know, especially with us being on screens and stuff and the blue light. It was just a really, like, they just didn't think it out. And honestly, as I said, the school administrations, whoever thought of the idea that we have to wake up at 7 a.m. to be in classes, you have to take an L. But anyways, talking about other things that happened in 2020 as well, we had Among Us, we had Cold War come out, probably the last good COD that we got. I mean, it's all right, you know, it's pretty good. Madden 20 was the Madden at the time. I think that game's all right, you know, it's good, but yeah, it ain't that best. And I remember too, I got laid off of my job. When I used to work in the movie theaters, I actually got laid off during 2020 because just no one went to the movies, man, and the movie shut down. Bro, literally every place shut down for months. Every like big food place kind of shut down. The only things that stayed open were like Fry's and like those types of stores, you know, like very popular stores. And I guess some restaurants were open, but even then, everybody either like DoorDashed or just no one really went outside anymore. Everybody just stayed home, unless you had like an important job, maybe working in a warehouse or maybe working for like the city or something, then I guess you still had to go to work and it was still whatever. But just the whole thing, like it was just weird because I never said this, but my last day of high school wasn't senior year. Matter of fact, it was spring break of junior year, March 2020. That was the last time I've ever been to my high school. March 2020. It's been like 3 years since then, which is like sitting back it's really insane and crazy to think about, man. Because I remember, there was like this whole thing. I remember it was like December, and my teacher, my old math teacher, was kind of talking about like the whole pandemic and how this whole sickness is going on in China. And I was like, ain't no way, And then March comes around, Eternal Take comes out from Lil Uzi, and then little did you know, a week turned into 2 weeks and 3 weeks, and then for a month, and then they canceled school, and it was just an insane time to be around. Again, I was a junior in high school. I feel bad for the 2020 class. They didn't even get to graduate, really. Like, they just got the diploma and that's it. But luckily for me, I did get to graduate, but it was kind of mid, to be honest. It was just, yeah, it was at the Arizona Cardinals Stadium, which I think is pretty cool because I'm from Arizona. But it's like you had to wear a mask and you couldn't even bring your phone, and it was just kind of, I could have lived without it. I could have lived without it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But of course, to your parents is a big deal. And actually, I remember I told my mom, I was like, nah, I'm not going to be graduating and stuff. Like, I don't really want to walk. And she was like, what? This and that. And so I just did it anyways. I just did it anyways because, why not? It's for the parents anyway. And during 2020 as well, nobody got a haircut, so I looked pretty rough. Everybody looked rough during 2020, and 2020 wasn't as bad as I'm thinking about it now. You get to stay home all day. I kind of wish I still made videos consistently, and I wish I still would have kept my first ever YouTube channel, D23 Swervo. That was my first ever YouTube channel name, D23 Swervo. Oh man, that was my old stuff right there. That's bringing back some memories, man. But yeah, overall, man, 2020, as I say, wasn't really that bad of a time. And I'm not saying I don't want another pandemic to happen, because I don't. I don't want to be home all the time, every single day. It sucks. I don't want gyms to shut down or anything, or any food places. But, it wasn't as bad, and it was definitely a cool time. But I wish I still would have taken advantage of making YouTube videos at the time. That's kind of like my big regret, I guess, from 2020. But other than that, the whole like TikTok era as well, that's kind of when I first started getting into TikTok, because I used to be a big TikTok hater, especially during like 2019. I was like, man, TikTok's this and that, and I used to think that TikTok was, just not a good platform. But then little do I know, 2 years later or 3 years later, I'm making TikTok videos every single day, which you go follow, by the way. Definitely go follow my TikTok for bonus content. I just make bonus videos, face and everything. So if you guys want to see my face, because I don't really show my face this much or at all really in my YouTube channel, so definitely go check that out. But so let me know what you guys think down in the comments about 2020, and how was your 2020? Was it good? Was it bad? For me personally, it was whatever. I just did what I did, stayed home, played games, watched a lot of YouTube, and just did what everybody did. Honestly, just watched a lot of things, played a lot of video games. And so yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys, of course, drop a like and subscribe if you're brand new. It's been your boy Daniel, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.